It's time, my friends. Hello there, hello there, hello there. Welcome to an early morning live stream. Going solo today. Hello, everybody. So, welcome to All Gains Mindset, where we get you on the grind and improve your mind every single video or live stream that we do. So, today we're doing a very early morning live stream. I got stuff I got to do later, so I would definitely wanted to get in something for you guys to watch and enjoy. And it's something that's happened very recently. So, if you have not been paying attention, there's been a lot of weird things happening on flights recently. A lot of people have been going crazy about other people that they're sitting with, and it's happening not just in America, but in other countries, on other flights in other countries in the world. So we're going to definitely be picking them up later, and we have some other videos that I definitely want to show that are related to those videos. But let's just get a brief understanding on what's actually happening. So, as for what I know and for what I've seen, there's at least been, I think there's been at least 3 or 4 different flights. I have videos of 2 different flights that we're going to show today, but they're pretty much all like focused around these people going crazy over someone that they're sitting next to on a flight, at one to a point where they're in mid-flight and the guy wants to jump out of the plane mid-flight. So let me bring up the first one. This one is from the flight to, I think it was from Fort Worth to Florida, if I'm not mistaken. I want to make sure I get the right one here. Yeah, it's gonna be that one. So let me bring this up for you guys, and let's take a watch. Let me make sure everything is proper. Beautiful, beautiful. And volume is up as much as I can get it. Let's just bring that up there, and this is gonna get really loud, so it'll be fine. All right, yeah. So let's watch. This is the one from Fort Worth to Florida. This is the one with the girl. This is the first one that people have seen go around.
I'm telling you, I'm getting the fuck off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the fuck off, and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give 2 fucks, but I am telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real. And you can sit on the plane and you can fucking die
Okay,
if you ever not.
okay, so the thing with Zuck, that's funny. That was an add-on right there, but that's funny. I like that. So I wanted to add in Zuck there. That's great. Yeah, because people are saying that the person that she was with is like a reptilian or something. So so whoever did that added Zuck because people think he's a freaking reptilian. That is great. Someone's showing some love. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you for supporting me. I'm doing this solo. Anyway, now I want to bring up the next one. So the next one, I think that was like about a week or so ago. This one I think has been in the last couple of days, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna double check this one was posted yesterday, but I think I saw it. Yeah, I did see it yesterday. So I don't know if it was from the day before or whatever, but it was very recent as far as what I've known, what people have said to me, what I tried looking up, trying to do some research for it. So let me bring this one up right now. And let's take a watch here. Let me just get all this stuff set up. Yeah, so I think this happened it says on the screen from this person's TikTok. Meanwhile, on our flight back home from Hideout, I don't know where Hideout is. I don't know if that's just like a term or whatever. But this has got to be like a British airline. And I'm pretty sure they're going back to the UK. That or Australia. I don't really know. One of the two. But let's take a watch.
Look at everyone filming, man. What's wrong? Whoa.
This is mid-flight, by the way. This is happening
Yo.
mid-flight.
Yo. out. What the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah, so that was apparently happening mid-flight. They were in the air. This guy just started freaking out. He started screaming whatever, and the guy was running to the front to try to jump out of the plane because of the door in the front. And so here's the flight attendant trying to calm him down, and then all the other people. I guess some of them were probably uh, on flight workers. Some of them probably passengers that are just like, "Oh hell no, you're not, you're not gonna destroy this plane while I'm on it." And I don't know what the hell is going on with these people. I don't know if it's just their emotions are just being riled up so quickly and that they're doing these rash, weird things, or if there's more to it. I don't know, but there are other things I want to bring up, and I gotta just find them. I have them saved somewhere. I just gotta go and find them for you guys, and I can bring them up for you because there's some other things that are happening here that I'm not 100% certain on what's going on, and this is mostly dealing with the original flight that we were talking about with the chick. Yeah, so I have it here. Let me bring up this first one. I have got two more videos that I want to talk about. Now, I don't know what you guys think about the whole situation, but definitely let us know what you think about it in the comments because I feel like people are just going crazy. I don't know if the lady, I think a lot of people saying that the lady was drunk. Some people saying that the lady was fine up until that point, that they couldn't really tell. Because I mean, like if you're just a normal person, right? If you're just some dude, doing his thing, not paying attention to everybody else in the world, you're not going to really notice all these things at first until they start happening. So you're not like going to pay attention to this woman and the person that they're sitting with until everything has already begun to happen. And so you wouldn't really tell, you wouldn't be able to tell what's actually happening until then. And so people that are bystanders, they're not going to really know every single detail. And the people who are dealing with these things are going to have, opposing sides of what actually happened during the thing. So, in my personal opinion, uh, don't don't be emotional, right? That's the number one thing. Just don't be emotional. And if things are, if you're sitting in a plane and someone's next to you and they're saying some weird things or whatever, just I mean, unless if it's going to be physically harming to you or the plane itself, you know, be just do it, just do whatever. Like, don't let whatever they say like rile you up. I mean, unless if they're gonna be like, yeah, I have a bomb, I'm gonna blow up the plane, then that's a problem. That's something that you should probably handle right then and there because that you are then in danger, and so just don't let that happen. But otherwise, it's just really stupid. Anyway, let me go and get this video up here. I have it ready. I just gotta requeue the start of this. All right, let me bring this up here. And actually this is apparently this is the guy who she was talking to on the plane or talking about on the plane. So let me make sure everything is good here. All right, let's start. Let's just take a listen. This is 2 minutes long, by the way, so we'll be here for a little bit listening in.
I'm telling you, I'm getting the off, and there's a
Reptilian
reason
in
why
the
I'm
hoodie
getting
tells
the
his side of the
off
story.
in everyone. Can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two but I am telling you right now, that mother back there is not real.
She does kind of sound drunk, to be honest. She does kind of sound drunk.
All right, so the internet has heard the story of the woman on the
Okay.
plane with the reptilians.
Look at look at this guy, all tatted up and shit.
But thanks to her delaying the flight, I just got home, so now it's my opportunity to tell my side of the story as the guy in the hoodie. So we're attempting to fly out of Dallas, Fort Worth, and then basically this woman, she sits next to me, and she's clearly been drinking. I'm minding my own business, and sure enough, she sees my hoodie that has this Freemason logo on it. And on top of that, she noticed my ring, so she started to ask questions. Nothing dramatic, just asked me, do I know what these symbols mean? Why am I wearing it? What's the purpose? Yada, yada, yada. And long story short, I basically just say, hey, I'm a Freemason.
Oh yeah, she's definitely one of those super Catholic, super religious ladies. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but like I can tell like why I can understand why her emotionalism like really kicked into gear, and it's probably because that she's probably very religious. She's either very Catholic, very Christian, one of those two. And she seems like one of those like if she wasn't drunk, she'd probably be one of those Southern belles. So she'd be like she has like a lot of that. She has a lot of that energy, is what I can say. And but it also leads to emotionalism. So all this on top of her drinking, her religious beliefs, this guy just created a catastrophe, honestly.
I even briefly explained how I educate about Freemasonry here on TikTok. Next thing I know, she basically starts to grill me about low-level Freemason and that it's all Satanism and that it's ruled by reptilians and blah, blah, blah. So I simply put my hood up and I started to ignore her and basically just mind my own business. She starts getting louder and louder, and then basically she's like, you know that they worship Lucifer at the top, right? So I looked at her dead in her eyes and I said, I am Lucifer.
This dude literally this dude's literally top trolling right now. He's a big troll. I love it.
I heard one individual laugh behind me, so I figured somebody got a kick out of it at least.
I would have honestly had a kick out of that.
She starts running up and down the aisles, freaking out.
And let me just say this for the record. I don't believe in Freemasonry. I don't really believe in any of that shit. But if I'm just sitting there, minding my own business, and I overhear someone say, I am Lucifer, I'd just be like, bro.
Saying I'm a reptilian and then all this other stuff. She's going to get off the plane, yada, yada, yada. It doesn't show all the footage. It just says that she's trying to get off the plane because of, I'm not going to say it here on TikTok. I don't want to get banned. But then also talking about how like I'm secretly also trying to take over the world. So I looked back at the guy that was basically chuckling before and I winked at him. So I basically whispered something under my breath saying that Freemasons don't care to rule the world. We rule the universe. And I looked back at the guy that was laughing before and just kind of winked at him because he started laughing again. Well, I didn't think that she could hear me, but evidently she did. And it actually escalated it even further. And then they delayed the flight and so on and so forth. So moral of the story, don't believe everything you hear on the internet. And Freemasons don't care to rule the world when we rule the universe.
Oh, man. This guy. He did some next level trolling, to be honest. Yeah, so there's that. But there is one more. And there was a witness of this whole situation from that flight specifically. Let me go and try to pull it up for you guys. So it's a whole post here, and it has the eyewitness account in there as well. Let me stop all the stuff. Let me bring this back. And let me go and bring this for you guys. Let's just do that. Here it is. Give me 1 second, guys. Boom, 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 and boom. All right, so here is the post here, and let me make sure that this is all hunky-dory. There we go. Yeah, so there's 3 little posts here. So there's this, if it'll load. Jeez. All right, so yeah, video can't be posted. Something here, something about this, whatever.
That motherfucker back there is not real.
What? What the hell is happening? This guy? There's people. I don't know. Anyway, so we're gonna go actually to this one.
That motherfucker back there is not real.
Okay, here's the story time for you. I'm gonna try.
There we go. That's a little better.
I've tried like 2 times to record this, but I keep going over the 3-minute limit, and I don't want to do a part 1, part 2 type thing. So I'm going to try to be specific. I was on that flight. It was American Airlines. We were leaving Dallas Fort Worth. I was sitting in the left aisle, about 3 rows back from this woman. She was sitting in the right aisle, and she had this very interesting exchange with some dude in a hoodie. I don't remember the color of the hoodie. I really, you know how memory is. When you're not super paying attention, you don't remember all the details. I had one headphone in. Couldn't hear all the specifics of what happened, but I noticed this exchange between this woman and this dude in a hoodie. And it
This also clarifies what I said before. This is just a random dude. And so if he actually was on this flight, of course he wasn't going to be paying attention to this exchange because he's just a guy on a flight trying to go back home or going to go wherever he needs to go, and he's not really going to care about whoever's around him unless if there's some sort of danger. And so of course he's not paying attention. He has a headphone in, he's trying to listen to something, and there's an exchange happening. And so and other people aren't going to be really paying attention to until something happens, and that's clearly what's happened.
was kind of weird at the time because it seemed like no one else before she really started getting frantic like was paying attention to this, but that makes sense. It was like a normal flight. This was after putting all the luggage away. We'd been on the plane for a little bit. It was before the flight attendant came over and gave the little spiel. And what I remember is she was having like a full-blown conversation with this dude in the hoodie. I'll call him the hoodie guy. She was having a full-blown conversation with hoodie guy. The weird thing was that he never once said a fucking word to her the whole time. And at the time, I don't know, I wasn't really thinking about it, but it's like she would say something and he like would respond, but there was no exchange happening. It was just her getting more and more frantic, which, okay, if she's drunk and she's going crazy, then you would think the dude in the hoodie would have been like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? But he was just like dead locked on her, like deep eye contact with her. Like I don't want to feed into the conspiracies here, but like almost like she was like in a hypnosis type of thing. And she started getting more and more frantic to the point where then people started kind of noticing. Flight attendant came over, tried to calm her down, like, what's going on? She sat back down, but she kept looking over at this dude in the hoodie. And finally she was like done with it. And that's like when I really started paying attention, like, okay, what the fuck is going on? And that's when she was like, I can't do this. She started getting up. She started walking up to the front. And then the whole video thing happened. I didn't take a video of it. I was listening to a Stephen King audiobook. I wasn't like pulling out my phone to record this. And she didn't seem drunk to me, by the way. Just throwing that out there. I didn't see her drink. I mean, she seemed totally normal to me up until that point. The weird thing was after she left the plane, the dude in the hoodie, which the flight attendant was like, did anything happen? And he still didn't say a word. He just went like, and like shrugged. The dude in the hoodie like looked around the plane and he looked back at me and he winked at me. And again, I didn't quite register it. I was like, okay, what the fuck was that about? I was like, maybe he's just being like an ass, like winking, like that was weird, wasn't it? But now that I look back, I realized that when he winked at me and it was his left eye looking back at me, it didn't wink like this. It winked like this. And
Ooh, reptilians. Anyway, guys, this whole situation with these flights, they're weird, and who knows what's going to happen past this point, because there's been ones all over the world right now. There's been three, 4, 5 flights where things that are similar to this have happened. Who knows what will come next? But if we find out anything, we'll definitely let you guys know. If you have any opinions, any thoughts on the situation, definitely let us know in the comments below. Let us know, or in the chat. Let us know what you think, and definitely subscribe and like the video, and subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification bell as well. Definitely share this around. Definitely let people know about this whole situation. They probably already know, but there's some good insights in here. People are getting weird, man. People are getting very emotional. Until the next time, guys, we will see you in the next video or live stream.